morning, guys. So it is Sunday and we are about to go outside and rake because I'll show you. It's terrible. So I'm all dressed up and ready to go. It's all about the layers. So I got my llama socks that are super warm. I got like 3 layers on, and I'm gonna also wear a coat because it's freezing outside and I get cold easily. And then when I start raking, I'm gonna get hot. So that's when you start losing layers. So we're gonna do that and I will show you how terrible it is because I hate raking. I hate it with a passion. So this is our front yard leaves, and this is after I raked, and like there was no leaves whatsoever. I raked them all down to the street. This is after I did that, and this is, we had one little windstorm and then now it looks like that. Our backyard's even worse. And this is what our backyard looks like. So, and we've already raked the backyard already. So we need to burn that pile right there and somehow get all of our leaves raked out because this is ridiculous. It's all because of those trees, which still have leaves on them. Get the leaf blower out. Get the rake out. Then I need to chop down some bushes too. Kaya's watching the iPad in her car, and I told her she was at a drive-in. She didn't get the reference. That's okay. We're making progress though. I'm telling you guys right now, trees are really pretty. Understand what they do for the environment. Don't ever buy a house surrounded by trees. Totally gutted all of my garden bed and cut down all of the dead stuff, and we raked out and blew out the leaves, and I just got done mowing the lawn. John's raking the little leaf lines because when you mow, even if you've raked, you still have these like weird leaf pile lines from where the mower was. I'm exhausted. We spent 2 hours in the front yard and John's just finishing up. I'm gonna get together lunch for the kids, and then backyard begins, which the backyard was actually worse than the front yard, although the backyard doesn't have any garden beds. The garden beds took me the longest, which is asinine because again, the leaves are falling as we speak. Oh, I'm so tired, and so we're gonna have to rake again at one point, but that's just every year. It's 3 times a year we have to rake, and it just sucks. But the backyard probably won't be as bad because there's, again, not as many garden beds. Actually, there are, now that I think about it. I don't really care. I don't care anymore. I'm just tired. I know John's tired too. It's just, and I had an endo attack last night, so I'm kind of like over everything right now. Like I'm just exhausted. My side is hurting and I'm trying not to overdo it. Happy Sunday. So again, another reminder why you should never buy a house with trees. And I'm not even doing the raking back here. John's doing it since my side started hurting. So I have this feeling, this strange feeling, that my Depo-Provera is not working as well as it used to. And I don't mean that it's not working like it's not holding off my endo pain anymore. I mean, I feel like it's wearing off faster. I don't know if any of you guys with endo or who are on Depo-Provera have had this experience before, but like I said, last night I was up for probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is like not terrible, not my worst to the point where I was at the hospital again pain, but just enough to really just bother me and feel really not good. Like, I don't think I mentioned this, but I'm bleeding. I feel like I'm on my period, which is strange because, again, on your Depo, you're not supposed to cycle. I've been breaking out, as you can see. It's all over my nose, which I rarely break out because I've been taking really good care of my skin. And I have been a crazy, just mean, banshee devil woman. And I feel terrible. I've just been, I don't know. I mean, obviously, John's not perfect. You guys may think so, but he's not. But I've just not been able to handle conflict with him as well as I usually am. I definitely feel like I am either on my period or about to start my period. So it's been 7 weeks exactly since my last shot. It doesn't make sense to me why I would be having all these symptoms and feeling this way, but I don't know. The last 2 shots I got were 8 weeks apart, so I don't know. I need to talk to my mom and my doctor to see if I should continue doing them every 8 weeks or go back to every 3 months. But all I know is I can't afford and I can't afford financially, physically, and mentally to have another serious endo attack where I'm out for 3 days in pain in bed. I just can't. So I don't know. So that's why I've decided to not continue raking. But the backyard's gonna have to be all John because I'm starting to feel a lot in pain. And I do still think that the gluten and the caffeine has really helped, because if I am cycling right now, the fact that I'm not in as much pain as I usually was when I was on my period shows that obviously the caffeine-free diet and gluten-free diet are helping, because I've not had to take a Percocet yet, though I'm really, if my cramping gets any worse, I will probably take one, but so far I'm not like crumpled over in bed screaming in pain like I usually am during flare-ups. So anyways, that was random and long, and again, look at that breakout. That's just terrible. And they're like little painful pimples. They're not even like those fun ones that you can pop in and be okay. They're like painful when you touch them. Yeah, I'm a pimple popper. I will totally admit that. I need to repaint my nails. Do you like my hair? So I was not feeling well whatsoever. My hip started hurting a lot, and I just got fatigued really heavily, just massive fatigue and nausea. So I ended up taking a nap while John was outside doing the backyard, and so now I'm starting dinner because it's 5-something. We forgot that it was daylight savings day last night. So we thought it was actually later than we thought, and we were like, why are we so tired? And that's why. So it's actually almost 6 o'clock here, even though we thought it was almost 7 o'clock. Great. So our house is a mess because it's just a mess now, and I'm gonna have to clean that up, but I'm making dinner. I'm doing a pasta with gluten-free noodles, and then I've got ground beef, sauce, I have zucchini, squash, and onion. It's one of the favorites of the kids, and John likes it too. He's browning some ground meat. John is working on getting recycling out and stuff, and he already finished the backyard, and poor guy, the leaves have been falling, so it looks like it's still needs raked again. Kai and Wyatt are having a little bit of an issue cleaning up. While Kai wants to play, while Wyatt wants to clean up. So this is what it looks like, just zucchini, tomato sauce, onion, not tomato sauce, pasta sauce, ground beef, and squash, and then, did I say zucchini? And then just gluten-free noodles. So that's dinner. Easy.
John's activity today.
Focus. John met his activity goal on his watch. So I'm putting together a grocery list for John to go grab some groceries from the store since we didn't have time earlier today. He's showing the kids the rocket that exploded, but I'm making a list on an envelope with a pen. I like pen and paper. I don't know. I understand like phones are the new list makers, but there's something about pen and paper that I like. So I'm setting aside the ingredients that I already have. Don't mind this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this because it's usually covered. But this is an exhaust fan that has not worked since we moved in. We weren't told that it didn't work when we bought the house. It's really annoying. So there's actually a switch for it too. But it never worked. It's got literally styrofoam. Like you pull this metal thing out, it's got a board of styrofoam in it. So we insulated it because there was so much cold air coming in from it. But I don't know, one day when we have the money to redo and time, because it takes a lot of time to redo a kitchen, maybe that'll be fixed. But I don't know, it's just one more thing in our horror of buying this house that I don't want to talk about anymore. So I am gonna make cream cheese chicken chili tomorrow. The recipe's on my blog. I'll leave that link underneath here, but it's so good and it's a crock pot meal. And then there's stuff that I need for lunch tomorrow for the kids because I'm nannying tomorrow, so I have extra mouths to feed. We still have some of the dinner left over, so that'll be nice because I'll eat that for lunch tomorrow. So it's the time of the month where I need to clean all of... Did you take a bath? Mm-hmm. You a princess? Mm-hmm. You a pretty princess?
Bag.
You what?
Soap bag.
Soap bag?
So, why cold?
Oh, you're so big?
No.
No?
So cold.
Oh, you're so cold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you're so cool.
So cold.
You're so cool? So it's that time of month where I need to wash all of Kaya's bibs. or no, you guys are probably familiar with the bibs we use, the ones that like fold up. I love them. And Kaya's high chair, as you guys saw me disassemble. I love this Inglesina high chair. I never did an official review on it on my channel. I do have a blog post about it. I'll leave that underneath here too if you want to check it out. We love it. My only regret about it is that I didn't buy it sooner. We've owned like 6 different high chairs because I've had issues with every single one of them. Whether it was the one that sits on the chair and you think, oh, this is really convenient, but then the chair doesn't actually slide into the table, so you have to use the tray, and then it takes up a valuable seat for if you have guests. That didn't work for us, so we gave that to my mom. Then we had the floor standing one that like sits on, like, you know, the big huge one that you stub your toe on. And I just got so sick of, our kitchen's so small, you guys have seen it, we didn't have room for it. And then I would stub my toe and like I would, oh my gosh, I'd be cursing up a storm because I'd stub my toe. So we gave that away to our church because our church's ones were so outdated and unsafe. And then I found the Inglesina one almost 2 years ago, and I love it. I love it. Like I said, my only regret is that I didn't own it sooner and that I didn't use it with Wyatt, but it's super affordable. That tabletop tray just like protects our table from like anything. Obviously we have a really cruddy IKEA one. It was like $100. We're not getting a new one until Kaya is older and stops jabbing her fork into the wood, but we absolutely love it. I just throw it in the wash and then throw it in the dryer and it's good to go, or if I have more time I'll just hang dry it. But I usually try to clean it once a month, unless it looks dirty before then, because obviously I don't care if my own kid sits in like filthy high chair, but I don't feel comfortable with other people's kids doing that, and so I clean it regularly. But I'm gonna start that laundry, and then I need to clean up down here and vacuum, so that the little girl who comes tomorrow doesn't find any little small Lego pieces or anything that she might swallow. And yeah, are you in your PJs? Oh, Wyatt already went to bed. He was so tired. Alrighty, we are done. Got the dishwasher rolling over there. I even cleaned the oven because I was feeling, I don't know, I figured why not. Vacuumed in here, which was the most important part of these leaves I could track in. That's where little Miss Baby Girl likes to come over and eat the leaves. So I make sure to, I'll probably have to vacuum tomorrow before she gets here because John will probably track more leaves in. You wanna read that one? Alright, let's go sit on the couch. Wanna sit on the couch and we'll read? Okay. Read some books, Mama. Today has felt like a super long day, and I know it's like daylight savings, but it's felt like a super long day. We didn't even know it was daylight savings a little bit ago. Makes sense now why Wyatt wanted to go to bed. Like he wanted to go to bed at 7, or what we thought was 7, but it was actually 8 o'clock, and then Kaya went to bed like 45 minutes later, so technically it's 7:45 new time, but it would have been 8:45 our old time. I don't know, it just has felt like the longest day ever. Didn't help that we did a bunch of yard work and all of that, but this eyeliner, I have now washed my face 4 times and I can't get it off. The eyeliner, my waterline, from when I did my cat makeup yesterday. But since I'm breaking out everywhere, I'm gonna use my Blemish Patrol pads from First Aid Beauty instead of my usual rice toner because my face is freaking out. I don't know why. Just around my nose. I'm also gonna do a face mask tonight. I'm gonna do the Glam Glow Super Mud clearing treatment one. See if that helps, but oh my goodness, it's been a long day. We raked, we mowed lawns, garden beds, and people were asking on Instagram why we don't just, well, 2 things. One, why we were complaining, and we're only complaining because we have to do this 3 times a year, and it's, if you have never raked before, especially huge maple leaves, like 2-3 inches deep, they're heavy, and they were wet today too, so it's just a really big workout. And then we have a large backyard and front yard, so that doesn't help, and then we have to do it 3 times a year, and our kids don't really like playing in the leaves, and then we can't mow over them like some people suggested because it would kill our lawnmower motor because they're so thick and they're such big leaves and they're wet. So oh man, so we did that, cleaned the house like 3 times because the kids, you know, they're kids, and laundry and all of that. Dogs are barking next door. Awesome. Right outside of Kaya and Wyatt's window, of course. But I'm exhausted. I'm going to do this face mask, and then I'm going to paint my nails because they really need to be painted badly. And then I'm going to go to bed because I have to wake up early to watch kids tomorrow. And yeah, John just got home from the grocery store.
got you the wrong stuff.
What do you mean?
Your ranch stuff said dips on it, and I got you like seasoned ranch dressing.
I'm gonna wait for my face to dry and then I'm gonna paint my nails, because if I paint my nails before my face dries, then I have to rinse this off and it'll be just a mess. Anyways, some people are asking me what top coat and bottom coat I use. I've mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but Seche Vite is by far my favorite. It's not gonna focus. Anyways, it's not going to focus, but Seche Vite is by far my favorite. Don't buy it at Ulta or Sephora. I don't think they even sell it at Sephora, but I know they sell it at Ulta, but it's a ripoff there. They sell it for like $10 or $12 when you can buy it at Sally's for $6, and sometimes they have a buy one, get one free, which is when I stock up. So do not buy it at Ulta. Buy it at Sally's if you have a Sally's beauty store near you. But I'm going to paint my nails, and then I'm going to watch some TV, and then edit these videos so I can get them up this week, and that's pretty much it. So I have my October favorites coming up. I'm gonna do a DIY bow tutorial because it's like my most highly requested video in the last year. So I'm gonna take some time this week to try to do that if I can. And then I also will have a huge Sephora haul for you guys from stuff that I've bought in the last month for my birthday and stuff. And then, oh, it's dusty right there. Sorry. And then from the VIB Rouge sale / event that's this Wednesday. So I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Sorry if today was kind of boring, but that's our lives. Bye.